Hello and welcome to this special edition Facebook Live of Will's Fifth Quarter Special. I'm your host and creator, Will Farley, here joining you on July 4th, 2021, into this special live stream. And there's a lot to talk about, but we're going to focus on baseball. But first, I want to wish each and every fan and listener tuning in to this Will's Fifth Quarter Special Facebook Live a happy 4th of July. It's great weather around here in the state of Illinois, so it's a good time to celebrate the holidays. Everyone's getting vaccinated, and it's a lot safer out there, luckily. So it's good to get back to what we're used to doing. And I think that's what's the most exciting about it. So we're going to get into the main topic, which is the MLB All-Star Game. But I want to get into a little bit the players. So we are going to talk about kind of where both teams are, Chicago White Sox and Cubs. And there's going to be upcoming stuff, but the White Sox kind of took a tough loss today, and the Cubs did as well. So they got some good news on both sides of Chicago as the All-Star rosters were finalized today. Pitchers and reserves with starters already picked. And I'm going to go through it right here, courtesy of MLB.com. I'm going to read out the names for the American League that will be representing the Chicago White Sox. Then we're going to get into names representing in the NL the Chicago Cubs for 2021. And there's a few former Cub players whose names will briefly get mentioned just because of their connection previously to the Cubs that made the All-Star roster for the NL as well. So looking at the American League, the White Sox were projected to have, they had finalists in their position player area for the AL All-Star Game, even reserves that were Yoan Moncada, the third baseman for the White Sox, catcher Yasmani Grandal, and reigning 2020 AL MVP, first baseman Jose Abreu. However, to fans' surprise in the White Sox nation, neither of those position players made the All-Star Game roster or the reserves in general. So the official representatives in the All-Star Game in Colorado at Coors Field next weekend, representing the Chicago White Sox, new starting pitcher Lance Lynn, left-hander Carlos Rodon, and star White Sox closer leading the AL in saves, Liam Hendriks, known as the South Slider as well, was the nickname he was given when he came to Chicago. So those are the three players representing the Chicago White Sox at Coors Field for the MLB All-Star Game. So it's exciting for Chicago on the south side in that area. So congratulations to those three players from us here at Will's Score Special on All-Star nods. I believe this is Carlos Rodon's first All-Star Game selection. Just seeing where he came from, this is pretty incredible. He, came back to the team on a $3 million deal, like a prove-it type deal. Looked like at depth at first, had a really good spring, and he just came into his own. Had a big no-hitter at home at Sox Park against the Cleveland Indians, and also just like a really good season. Liam Hendriks has been what the White Sox paid him for. Liam's doing a really good job for the White Sox in key situations. I always say how ironic it is that he's the same player that knocked the White Sox out of the playoffs when he pitched for Oakland last year. But he's really fitting in well with this White Sox team. Definitely a good piece to have for the next few years with this ball club in their early contention years here. And we're going to go into this NL for the Chicago Cubs. But I briefly want to mention Lance Lynn as well. Lance Lynn is a really good year for the White Sox. He, his first season here in Chicago under manager he's had previously in St. Louis, Antonio Russa. So there's that familiarity. But Lance Lynn is a really great pitcher for the White Sox. I like what he's brought to this rotation that already had a young budding ace in Lucas Giolito, Dylan Cease, who has really sprouted and looks to have a bright long-term future here in Chicago, being a part of this rotation, and Dallas Keuchel bringing a good veteran presence. So it just kind of comes down to the right players for the White Sox that have made, that have been there in situations, and he's really been there in situations. And also, just it's kind of exciting to see the pitching represented for the White Sox. Believe the last time we had a pitcher in the All-Star game that was on the Chicago White Sox, it was Chris Sale. So, on Giolito recently, but that's kind of historically the recent pitchers the White Sox have had in the All-Star game. So this is very exciting for Chicago on the South Side. So congratulations to those three players again. The names that were mentioned according to the released full roster for the MLB All-Star Game in 2021 at Coors Field next week. Courtesy of MLB.com. It is Carlos Rodon, Lance Lynn, and closer Liam Hendriks. So now we're going to go into the NL. And just looking at some of the starters, it's kind of who you expected. Would be starting Posey, Freeman, Frazier, Arenado, Tatis, Acuna, Castellanos, and Winker. So there are some NL Central players. There's 4 NL Central players in the starting lineup there, but that's not any from the Cubs. A lot of fans are wondering, where's Kris Bryant? He could put in the outfield. And that gets to my first name that is official reserve in the NL representing the Chicago Cubs, Kris Bryant from the Chicago Cubs. So congratulations to Kris Bryant. He's having a really good year. Kind of had a bit of an injury, short-term ridden, tough season last year. He's still playing pretty well, but he's really getting back to what the Cubs fans hoped he would be able to do this year. It's a contract year, so a lot of Cubs fans are hoping he can get extended. And I think we're going to get into that topic as it moves forward. Trade deadline's a few weeks away. Cubs are in a unique position right now, and they're third place right now. So they're trying to get back to the top of the NL Central, trying to contend what fans call last dance with all these stars and contract years and where the Cubs are direction-wise right now too. With a lot of Cub fans worried that their contention window is closing. So we'll find out. I think Cubs still could have a chance. It's just a matter of how well they continue to bounce back from the ruts they've had recently. And, anything could happen in the game of baseball. I think that's the beautiful thing about the game of baseball is anything can happen. So Kris Bryant, and it was also reported that Craig Kimbrell. Now, this is a player, when Cubs fans saw this signing, they were excited about it. Craig Kimbrell is very well known in baseball, in bullpens and in closing situations. And he had a bit of a rough start with the Cubs, but then he really came into his own this year and a little bit of last year as well. Especially this year, playing very well, really low whip, really good consistency on the mound in situations for the Chicago Cubs. So I like those selections for the Cubs. And I did mention, Will Score Special Fans, there are a few former Cubs on this roster in the NL. So Bryant and Kimbrell will be seeing some of their former teammates, and Kyle Schwarber of the Washington Nationals is another reserve. Yu Darvish, who is with the San Diego Padres, former Chicago Cub. And just taking a look at it, those are the former Cubs joining their former teammates that, will be part of the All-Star game. So those are the names for the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs that will be representing the city of Chicago for both the AL and the NL in the 2021 MLB All-Star Game. So those are the names. We're going to have some stuff coming out for Will's Fifth Quarter Sports Talk, the official blog of Will's Fifth Quarter Special. And I know a lot of people I viewed it differently. I posted on social media when a post is up, so you guys can see it, the links and everything. And it's on our website, on the webpage, Will's Fifth Quarter Sports Talk. And we're looking to bring more traffic to the blog, guys. It's a really important part of this podcast. We're not just audio form that you hear in episodes. We have the live streams here like I'm doing with you, a YouTube channel. We have all social media outlets currently, and we could look to expand it to more as well. And we also have the blog, which is the written form of what you guys can read on what's going on, all the things we cover. Cubs, White Sox, Bears, Chicago Bulls, collegiate sports, Redbird sports updates as well. And there's going to be a lot more coming out throughout this baseball season that I'm working on some new promo stuff behind the scenes. So just an early announcement, like I always do with you guys, with all the fans, is to announce when things will be upcoming. So there's going to be a lot of things coming up here. Trade deadline coverage for both the Cubs and White Sox as it unfolds at this point. There's a lot of rumors out there. There's a lot of ideas of what fans might see. So We'll continue to keep you guys posted, whether it's sharing links on our Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, or blog posts. There'll be a blog post or two coming up soon with these All-Star Game postings. So I'll be getting that up as soon as I can tonight as well. And my dad's joining the live stream, so shout out to my dad and happy 4th to you. So I know it's 4th of July, so I'm not expecting too many comments here. Hopefully that'd be great if we got some more right now. But, I hope those of you that are enjoying the 4th of July right now, check this video out after, or like in between maybe your barbecues or during your dessert and stuff. We're grateful, in this country to celebrate independence. And as I mentioned earlier on in the video, it's a special 4th of July to each and every one of you new fans that are coming soon to Will's Fifth Quarter Special, we hope, and current fans that have been with the show since it started and have joined the fan base throughout. So we're going to have a lot more exciting things continue to come for each and every one of you to enjoy with this show. Some new guests I'm working on bringing on the show as well. As I mentioned, Will's Fifth Quarter Trivia has been undergoing a lot of work, facelifting, and Movie Moment might get that as well. You never know. You'll have to tune in to find out. So happy 4th of July to each and every one of you from us here at Will's Fifth Quarter Special. We at Will's Fifth Quarter Special just recognize as well, me as the host and creator as well see it, as many of you sports fans see. That's the beauty of the game, is being able to play it on the 4th of July, seeing how athletes honor our country, and they do it almost every game in sports, which I admire, especially today, honoring those that serve and protect our country. So we thank them from us here at Will's Score Special as well for what they do for our country, and that allows us to be able to enjoy our 4th of July, go to games, and allows me to be able to do this show the way I do with each and every one of you since its start back in 2017 on December 21st. So we thank those armed servicemen and women as well. So as I mentioned, the names for the Chicago White Sox for the 2021 MLB All-Star Game were announced, and it will be 3 pitchers: Lance Lynn, Carlos Rodon, and Liam Hendricks. And representing the Chicago Cubs for the National League All-Stars in the MLB All-Star Game at Coors Field next week will be Craig Kimbrell and Chris Bryant. So congrats to all those players on their All-Star Game nods from us here at Will's Fifth Quarter Special. And as I mentioned, there'll be 2 blog posts coming out pretty soon as tonight or tomorrow morning on willsfifthquarterspecial.com about those mentions. A little bit of info on my takes of how those are good selections for those players, how well they could represent their team as well. So when the 4th quarter buzzer sounds, you tune to us for your 5th quarter sports talk. I'm the host, owner, and creator of Will's Fifth Quarter Special, Will Farlow here, saying happy 4th of July to each and every one of you, and enjoy your barbecues tonight, enjoy some fireworks, enjoy just the beauty of family and celebrating the first 4th of July you can without COVID masks on. So enjoy your 4th of July. We're grateful for your support and continued viewing and support of Will's Score Special, and continue to see that moving forward and continue to grow over time. So long from this Facebook Live of Will's Fifth Quarter Special. See you guys later. Happy 4th.